amazing Monday. Been a slow news weekend, unfortunately, out there. I guess there was a mass shooting right before we went on the air. Going to cover that in a little bit. Probably see if we can check into that during the after party. But other than that, slow as shit. What you going to do? We're going to have fun anyway. Got a short show for you guys tonight. Probably got about an hour worth of content. Gonna bust this shit out. But before we do, folks, I'm going to tell you guys a story. I saw something this weekend. Something in the sky I've never seen before. This is a fucking true story. So let's go ahead and start. So we hadn't done it in a while. The thing I like to call Story Time with Uncle Dusty. Story Time with Uncle Dusty. Yeah, been a while since I did the story time with Dusty. I don't know why the AI programs think I have fetal alcohol syndrome. Look, I have a hard time getting to draw me not fat. It just sees a picture of my face and it says, that guy is clearly fucking fat. Watch. There we go. Mid-journey. Let's see the... See, look. Every time it fucking draws me, I'm fat as fuck. What's going on, Mid-journey? Why you look at a picture of me and say, dude, got a weight problem? Make me feel bad about myself. Already bad enough. Look at all these other pictures. See, every time I'm like, here's a picture of me. Just have me reading to children. And they're like, okay, fat old man reading to children. I'm like, what? Mid-journey. I already have body dysmorphia enough. I already have fucking issues. Look how tight my shirt is. Why you gonna treat me this way? Anyway, fucking goddamn Mid-journey. So, this weekend, I went to a camp out party. My sister, who some of you might know, is married to another woman, Mandy. And Mandy has a grandmother who is like 99 years old and doesn't think that she's going to live to see another year. So she was like, this weekend, I want to have all my relatives get together and have a big party for me for Memorial Day weekend. Kind of like a family union. I guess I wanted to say a live wake, but apparently that is not polite to say. Anyway, so apparently all the hotels were booked up this weekend because of Memorial Day weekend, and my sister lives out in the fucking boonies, y'all. Like, middle of nowhere, has several acres out there in the complete dark. So they decided to have a camp out at her place. And all these people came out there and they pitched tents. There's like 5 big tents all around the place. Big fire. And so I wasn't sure if I was going to go to it or not. Because I didn't know if there were my people or not. You know, this is deep backwoods, Mississippi type folks. And they might know who I am. I have no idea. Don't know if I'm going to say something that's going to be controversial, anchoring. So didn't know if I would show up, but I did anyway because you only live once and you got to go spend time with your family. Both my sisters were there and their family, so I decided to go. So we're hanging around the campfire, and I'm getting to know the people. They're all fairly cool. You know, they're all deep Southern people, so they're a little bit different than I am, but nice. Southern hospitality is a real thing, so we're all hanging out and getting along well. And all of a sudden, I hear murmurs in the crowd, and they're like, what is that? What the hell is that? It's UFOs. Are those UFOs? I can't believe I'm seeing this. And so, folks, I've never seen anything in my entire life. I don't believe in shit. So I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to look up at the sky just to see what the hell they're talking about. Expected to see nothing, as always. And so I look around, and the murmur getting louder. Oh, my God, we see it. Did you get it on video camera? I look up, and I'm sort of in shock. Because I actually see something. For the first time in my life, I saw something in the space sky that I have never seen before. And it took me back a second. Because you're like witnessing something I've lived 50 years that I've never witnessed before. And I was like, holy shit, that is different. That is something I've never seen before. And it took me a second or two to get over my shock, and then I immediately recognized what we were all seeing. It was Starlink. I didn't even know you could see that with the naked eye, but it was all these, look like stars. They were as brighter than stars. There were dozens of them, all lined up in a row, moving along on the skyline at the exact same pace. So, like, if you didn't know what you're looking at, it would look just like space aliens, like spaceships that were all coordinated, following each other in a single file line. Which is what everybody there, you know, who are not as technologically advanced as I am, don't have as much, like, you know, internet smarts not perpetually online. So they were like, oh my God, it's UFOs. So, of course, I scream out, oh, it's Starlink. That's the Elon Musk's SpaceX internet company that gives internet to the entire world via satellites. And they were still like, it's UFOs. And I was like, no, it's just Starlink. It's Starlink. So eventually the murmuring died down. And I guess they believed me because I sounded like I knew what I was talking about. They quit freaking out. And so my sister, Layla, who was there, who had never even heard of Starlink, never even heard of any of this, and she saw it, and like she was like, I don't know if she didn't believe me or not. So she typed it in, Starlink, and she put up this picture, and she was like, holy shit, that's exactly what we just saw. How did you know that? And I was like, I'm a genius or whatever. So anyway, pretty cool, folks. Even I was sort of in awe by the Starlink. I got to say that was pretty cool. And I could definitely see how people who are less knowledgeable might think they just viewed space aliens. People probably all over the world are seeing this all the time, thinking, oh my God, I just saw space aliens. So sort of crazy. And pretty fun, though. Like, I will probably never see that again as long as I live. So pretty cool experience, to be honest with you. And all right, that is my crazy story. In the after party, we'll talk more about my adventures out camping with the rednecks. And I mean that with the utmost respect. They were pretty cool. Had a fun time. And all right, folks, let's go ahead and kick off this short show tonight. A little Beyond Parody. Beyond Parody! And also, don't forget to get your super chats in. No super chats yet. Great way to support the show is the super chats. It's the lifeblood of the show, so help me out. There is a, there's a button down here that you click and donate money. The more that you donate, the more serious I'll take a question. Buy my love! No questions dodged. See if you can stump the band. Help the show out. And also hit the like button. Very important you guys hit the like button. The algorithms love that. So super chats, like button. Do it to it. All right, first off on Beyond Parody is actually a parody. So I guess it's not Beyond Parody. It's just parody. Hopefully this will not get me copyright struck. We'll see what the fuck happens. But somebody made an AI parody of The Office starring Ron DeSantis and his love for wearing women's clothes. Getting pretty good at this stuff. Let's have a look.
For 1 second, I gotta send some emails.
Negotiations are all about controlling things, about being in the driver's seat. And make one tiny mistake, you're dead. I made one tiny mistake. I wore women's clothes.
Yeah, what mistake me, Ron? What you gotta do? Yeah, AI getting pretty good, folks. It's the future. Gonna be able to select any star to star in any movie, any person, even me. Choose me. I want to be the star of The Matrix. I am the one. Neo is shit. Yeah, it's creepy. Definitely creepy, but also interesting. And the future in the year 2000. And then, on the Beyond Parody, DeSantis supporting satire site Babylon Bee firing a Trump supporter publicly on Twitter because I guess they're mad that they are supporting the wrong political candidate. I guess they fired a Trump supporter over a Twitter fight with DeSantis Rapid Response Director over his prior work at Getter. So anyway, Gavin Mario Wax used to be an employee at the Babylon Bee. It's like, hey, Christina Pushaw, what's your fucking problem? And Seth Dillon, who runs the Babylon Bee, is like, oh, hell no, you didn't attack this Botox tragedy living purge mask. You guys know who Christina Pushaw is? Let me look up Christina Pushaw to show you guys how horrendous this human being is. Christina Pushaw is horrifying. Here we go. Images. Her Joker fucking face. Look at the size of that mouth pulled so far back. Just don't do this to yourself, people. What is wrong with you? Woman could eat a grapefruit in like one bite, just shove the whole thing down her throat. Anyway, Trump supporter picking fights on the Twitter sphere, and I guess you can't do that if you work at the Babylon Bee. Oh, hell no. You got to have loyalty to DeSantis. And Seth Dillon says, what's yours? Tweeted like this with a Babylon B in your bio doesn't work for me. And Gavin's like, being accused of things that are false and criminal doesn't work for me. And Seth Dillon's like, you can take the B out of your bio now. You're fucking fired. I dare you use your First Amendment rights to express your opinion in public. Canceled, says the Babylon Bee. And I guess like Ron DeSantis and his chosen rag parody site Babylon Bee are all in on Elon Musk, and his chosen parody site Babylon Bee are all in on Ron DeSantis. Can't even criticize his people without getting fired, and you love to see it. Fire them all. Cancel culture run amok. And then I love this brand of conservative, the type of conservative that has to make up human beings in order to hate upon. So this post by Joey Marinaro, I'll call him, political strategist, Italian-American, host Your Voice America, Chud-ass, with 165,000 supporters. 20,000 likes for this thing he just made up. So what they do is they, in detail, describe a human being that doesn't really exist so they can all join together and hate on this fictional human being that they made up. I guess they get their jollies off of it. And man, they're very specific with their fan fiction. So Jerry Marinaro says, somewhere in this country, there is a woke white woman who brags about having a black friend. Oh no. She goes to Home Goods and buys things imported from India because she thinks it makes her seem worldly. She has a coexist bumper sticker on her Toyota Prius. She tells her kids she wants them to grow up like George Floyd and Jordan Neely. Who in the fuck would want their kids to grow up like George Floyd and Jordan Neely get murdered? She introduced herself with she, her pronouns, even though she's fully straight. You could be straight and still be trans. She goes to Target daily wearing her North Face jacket and goes home to drink Bud Light, and also known as tranny semen. Super cool. Mature. She brags about tipping 20% every time she eats out, but secretly, she only tips 12% most days. Lying slut. Fucking no tipping bitch. She knows all the words to Lizzo's latest song and hasn't missed a single episode of Modern Family on Netflix. I mean, they canceled that show like 5-6 years ago, right? Not very up to date. She doesn't watch it too long though, because Sofia Vergara's curves make her wish she could get another boob job. That's the way I feel about those boobs. Want me some boob jobs so I could play with my own in the mirror. The first one was okay, but just not quite good enough. Need multiple boob jobs. All lefty women are the same. Married to a man who works 5 days a week and makes just under $150,000 a year. That's pretty good. She did pretty good for herself. It's enough for them to take a trip to Europe every year. Fucking libs going to Europe. She chooses Italy every year and orders her favorite Vinco Blanco, which is actually Spanish, but she says it as though she is speaking perfect Italian. Vinco Blanco. You got to roll your R's and L's and all of it. Just roll it. She makes her husband sneak home a few bottles of the wine in his suitcase, and it always causes him to go just over the 50-pound weight limit. They charge you extra for that. You just ordered off the internet, stupid liberals. Doesn't care, though, because she says she'll make up the money by not having to buy wine at the grocery store. Just makes sense. Just buy you a box of wine like the rest of us wine moms, lib lady. She doesn't go to the grocery store, though. She uses Amazon Fresh for that, like all of us old white people do. In fact, she doesn't do anything for the house or for her husband. She does most of the cooking. He does most of the cooking, or they order out. Well, sounds like a great job if you can get it. I wouldn't fucking cook if I didn't have to. He practices Spanish with Linda, but still can't say much more than hola. Her husband puts Linda or pays Linda and longs for her silently, but hasn't ever touched her. Fucking cuck. Supposed to have sex with the help. Everybody knows that. Step up your game, lib husband. She puts on his best Izod polo and 1 million cologne when Linda comes over, but it just never did the trick. She and her husband hardly have sex. He's a beta male who she straps up to pleasure every couple months, but only if he does the gardening first. He promised he's not gay, though. Hey, it's not gay if one's pegging you. Why would that be gay? She doesn't need to be pleasured by her husband. Her son's soccer coach does that. You ask him to research tantric sex so that she can feel exotic when they're sneaking around in the backseat of his Honda Pilot. Good God, this guy's thought a lot about this fake person he's making up. I think this is more of like a masturbatory fantasy than anything else. She votes Democrat because she supports abortion. That's why we all vote get Democrat. Just abortion all day long. Even though she's never had one, because really you're stupid if you support abortion without ever having one. That's just logic. She still keeps her mask in her car, ... just in case. You never fucking know. Might be a pandemic breakout any fucking second. That woman right there is known as Karen. Don't be like Karen. Okay, I won't be like this completely fictional, very specific person you completely made up so that you and your minions can get all mad about it. And yes, I forgot the antidepressants that she downs with her wine. Not supposed to take that with alcohol. That's just bad. Of course, all the blue check marks. Ha ha! Oh my God! Somewhere they're everywhere. Yes, this specific person is everywhere. Definitely. This is a real person and not just some bullshit you made up in order to spread outrage and anger about. Hilarious! And beyond parody from the Chuds. And one more. Love to see it, folks. So a shameless grifter. Ashley Babbitt's mom, Mickey Whittheft, perfect last name, apparently got conned out of the money that she herself was grifting. Remember Ashley Babbitt, the American traitor who tried to overthrow our government and install Trump as a dictator and got shot in the throat? And her mom's been out there grifting in her name. Apparently collected like $30,000 to $40,000 in donations, but oopsies. Apparently, con people of a feather flock together, and another con person stole all her money, so she needs more money immediately, and she promises this time, folks, she's not going to get it stolen by another con artist. So donate quickly to Ashley Babbitt's con-ass mama. And that is my Beyond Parody. Hell yeah, what you guys got to think about that on this slow news week? White Theft. Perfect name, right? A little bit on the nose for me, but this simulation that we're living in, the star comedy for the programmer God, sometimes has to let us know it's all a big fucking joke. Stop, please. I had to read the whole thing. I can't stop. Can't stop. Won't stop. She sounds like every bit in Berkeley. I don't know what a bent is, but I agree. Oh my God, I forgot it was Monday. Hell yeah, it's Monday, y'all. Time for the greatest show. 3 shows a week now. I spoil you. Con the con. Yep. It happened always, all the time, forever. And now, good one.
Watch, talking about Chud Watch. We talk about Chud and make fun of them.
Hell yeah, we do. All right, I'm going to read all the super chats at that time, so get your super chats in. Help me do the show so I can keep doing this. I'm going to have to cut it back to 2 shows a week again if the numbers drop. We're just trying shit out. But anyway, first off, on tonight's Chud Watch. Speaking of Ron DeSantis, perfect follow-up to the Beyond parody. They asked him, hey, why should we vote for you over Trump? And he gave a very Trumpian answer, folks. Let's have a listen.
Republicans, most of the people that support you probably voted for President Trump twice. And the first comment I hear over and over again is, why doesn't Ron DeSantis wait for President Trump's second term and then run? And what is your best answer to that? Why is right now the time for Ron DeSantis to run for president?
Because everyone knows if I'm the nominee, I will beat Biden.
I love that. Everyone knows. Very Trumpian. Hey, shh. Everybody knows I'm the best ever. I'm going to win it on a landslide. Yeah, we don't know that, motherfucker. Nobody knows that. It's possible, but unlikely, you black hole of charisma.
And I will serve 2 terms, and I will be able to destroy leftism in this country and leave woke ideology on the dustbin of history.
Definitely no plans, no ideas to progress us in any way. Just, hey, I'm going to hurt the left. I'm going to destroy them. That's all I have. And the word woke. So vote for me, because that's literally their entire game plan. Just say the word woke and threaten folks. I'm going to hurt all the same people you want me to hurt, all your enemies. Imagine if Biden got out there and said, I'm going to destroy conservatism. 24-hour coverage of outrage from every conservative influencer in the world. But they just said, it's like, yeah, man, hurt them. Hurt them good. And then didn't know if I was going to put this on Beyond Parody or in the Shud Watch, so it made it to the Shud Watch. But holy God, the dumbest humans on the planet are Trump supporters. So apparently, this is not even specifically connected to Trump. It's just a con, because conning conservatives, especially Trump supporters, is the easiest thing you can possibly imagine. It's almost like they want to be conned. It's incredible. So this scam company, using True Social and whatnot, started marketing Trump bucks to dipshit conservatives, in which they promised, hey, just give us a little bit of money now and hold on to these things for a year, and then somehow you can exchange this for like thousands of dollars in a year from now. Don't think about it. Don't make any sense, but they fallen for it. Alleged scammers have been cashing in on the Trump buck scheme that has some of the former president's most fervent and vulnerable supporters buying worthless checks, coins, and cards they believe will make them rich. According to an NBC News report, Trump bucks are being advertised on areas of the internet peddling conspiracies to MAGA crowd. These Trump bucks look like coins, checks, or membership cards and often have Trump's face in them. But they are not legal tender, something purchasers have discovered when trying to redeem them at stores and banks. There's no evidence that Trump or his campaign are associated with the purported scam, but videos with AI-generated audio impersonating Trump or sometimes billionaire Elon Musk appear to endorse the products. Let's make America wealthy again. Let's listen to one of these scam recordings and imagine the level of person that would fall for this. Hard to believe, but they do apparently.
Every time someone joins my live, I have to say their name right away. Don't believe me?
Literally not what I wanted to click on. All right, let me just refresh this and we'll try it again. All right.
Glad to be invited to speak about the TRB membership handbook here on Fox News. Yes, the rumors are true. We finally launched the TRB membership handbook, and it's 100% functioning. It was a long and hard-working process to make the TRB system function properly, but I would do anything for my loyal supporters. The TRB handbook is the only certified way to invest in your future. My stamp, signature, and the latest UV mark technology can guarantee its authenticity. I encourage all true patriots to invest their future and to get as many TRB membership handbooks as they can. Let's make America wealthy again. God bless you.
But that's not even a good AI. That doesn't even really sound like Trump. Hell, the ones I put together sound better than that. But anyway, idiots falling for it. So next thing you know, lost their money. Another video on YouTube claims TRB system membership cards are official cards issued by Donald Trump to allow Trump bucks holders to use Trump bucks as legal tender and deposit them in banks such as JP Morgan Chase, the Bank of America, and Wells Fargo. But just seconds before that, the ad said that Trump bucks are not legal tender. Uh-oh. Better read the fine print, morons. As one 75-year-old Alabama grandmother told NBC News, I saw all these ads on Telegram that had Trump pushing coins and checks that he endorsed and how you can cash them in after a year and make a profit, she said, declining to be named for fear of harassment. Embarrassment is the word you're looking for. I was told how you can go to the Bank of America or Target or Amazon to cash them in, and that's exactly what she attempted to do. The grandmother drove 60 miles to find a Bank of America branch and tried to cash in her Trump bucks. When we get there, the lady tells me she's seen dozens of people coming in to cash these checks, and they have nothing to do with this, the grandmother said. The companies behind Trump bucks were identified by NBC as Patriots Dynasty, of course. Patriots Future and USA Patriots. It's all patriotic to be scammed, y'all. All that do say the word Patriots and fucking idiots or hand over fist to throw money to these con men. The news outlets spoke to at least a dozen people who spent thousands on Trump bucks that have no legal value. The Federal Trade Commission told NBC that it has received one fraud complaint against Patriots Dynasty. Only one? They're too embarrassed to even admit they got scammed, so these scammers can get away with it forever. The woman said that her mother-in-law, a woman who lives in Florida, also spoke to NBC News and said her 77-year-old mother-in-law purchased tens of thousands of dollars in Trump bucks. My mother-in-law has always been conservative and prone to believe in conspiracy theories, she said. But after Trump lost the election, she went down the internet rabbit hole with this. The woman said that her mother-in-law first started buying Trump memorabilia and was aware the memorabilia had no monetary value. But then the mother-in-law fell for the other sites that were claiming that if you buy these Trump coins or these Trump checks for, say, $100, you'll be able to take them to a bank and cash them in for thousands of dollars. Yeah. Totally reasonable. Buy these for a few $100s, and then in a year, they're worth thousands somehow. Don't think about it. Trump, it's just Trump trying to make you rich. Instead of just giving you the money now, he's making you invest in your future, just like Trump would do. Hoping to dissuade her mother-in-law from buying more, the woman took her to a bank to attempt to cash in her worthless Trump bucks. We thought she got it. She even admitted she got scammed, the daughter-in-law said. But then giant boxes arrived at the house full of Trump checks and other stuff that she bought for $500 and that would supposedly be worth $6 million one day. We tell her she's getting scammed and she says, just wait. Trump will make all patriots rich. It's like she's in a cult, the daughter-in-law said. It's not like she's in a cult. She is in a cult. And this is what they do. They feed off old people, the most vulnerable among us, because they're the worst humans on the planet. That's what Trump supporters are. That's what you guys are supporting. And then, speaking of MAGA morons, oh yes, the same ones getting scammed off the Trump bucks, thinking it's legal tender. And gotta say, folks, Trump not looking too good. This is a real picture. This is not Photoshop, folks. This is why he wears the orange makeup from head to toe, because when he takes it off, he looks like your lost Alzheimer's grandpa who just snuck out of the home walking down the street. Imagine thinking this is the biggest alpha male on the planet. This is the peak physical specimen that should run the richest country in the world. This frail, ridiculous, overweight old man looks completely lost. Yes, everybody says, hey, that's not a real video. That's not a real picture. Yep, that's what he looks like, folks.
Tremendous talent.
Who do you hope is going to win?
Got too many friends out there.
Low energy Trump.
A lot of
Looking haggard, dude. Looking bad. Looking real bad. And yeah, I don't think like anybody over 70 should probably be president at this point. But like, if I had to choose between the two, choose your fighter. I mean, yeah, our guy, a little bit more in shape, a little bit more athletic. Looks like he's got it together a little bit more than your guy. But super alpha male, the best of us all. Just look at those genetics, folks. Can't get better than this. You may not like it, but this is what peak physical shape looks like. Hell yeah, too masculine for me. Too manly. And then, just the difference between the two candidates is so unbelievably stark. It's hard that we live in a world where someone could choose one over the other. President Biden Memorial Day is just, normal, like a normal president. We honor Americans' fallen heroes. We will never be able to repay the debt. But today we rededicate ourselves to the work for which many of you gave your lives. Yeah, just typical jingoistic bullshit from a normal president or Donald Trump. Happy Memorial Day to all, but especially to those who gave the ultimate sacrifice for the country they love. And then he goes on and on about dangerous left-wingers being terrorists, misfits, lunatics, thugs, all working feverishly from within to overturn and destroy our great once country, which has never been in greater peril than it is right now. We must stop the communists, Marxists, and fascist pigs at every turn and make America great again. Just nonsense, rambling from a senile, old, geriatric motherfucker. Why, conservatives? Why are you like this? Why do you support this? Why are you not embarrassed? All of the questions. And, yeah, here's the people that hate groomers, folks. All gay people are groomers, don't you know? They're grooming the kids. They literally could not give a shit about the kids. It was just reported in typical Turning Point USA style that a convicted sex offender was part of the latest Turning Point USA event, and Charlie Kirk could not give a shit less. Typical Turning Point USA CEO Charlie Kirk keeps decrying the sexualization of kids and railing against groomers. Turns out one of his benefactors, corporate sponsors, is Sean Bergstrand, a registered sex offender who served time in federal prison for coercion and enticement after trying to persuade a minor to engage in sexual activity. So I'm sure Charlie Kirk was like, oh my God, I had no idea. I disavow. We're not having anything to do with this guy. We're distancing ourselves from groomers and pedophiles as far as we possibly can. No, of course not. They're basically like, hey, I'm pretty sure he asked forgiveness from his imaginary friend, so it's like it's never happened. Yes, I spent all my time insinuating that all gay people are pedophiles and groomers, directly spreading stochastic terrorism against people that I've never met, don't know anything about, just lying my ass off. And when it comes to somebody I do know is an actual pedophile, an actual groomer, I just make excuses for him because he's giving us money. Just doesn't matter. As long as you say, I'm sorry to God, you're forgiven. Who am I to judge? Why you literally judge people continuously you've never met, don't know anything about. Because, of course, hypocrisy. That's all they got. If they didn't have hypocrisy, they'd have nothing at fucking all. And Ricky Schroeder lying his ass off, folks. In this latest video, going to pretend like when he was a kid, he was involved in some kind of cult. But the math ain't mathing on this bullshit story that this lying Christian douchebag is telling us. Let's have a listen and see if we believe a fucking word of this.
Child actor Rick Schroeder recently released a video of a childhood experience he had in Hollywood where he believes he met members of this cult.
Sounds reasonable.
Let me explain. When I was young, I couldn't drive yet. I was hanging out with the older guys. And on Point Doom, and somebody popped in a cassette tape into a VHS player.
It was a movie.
And there was a room with a body. I believe it was a male laying on a table. And people came around the room. It was dimly lit, but they had hoods and robes on. And
it was a B movie from the 80s, dude. You were just a kid. Didn't know what the fuck you were watching.
They had some sort of ritual where they took out a knife and they cut him down the side. It was his right side.
He knows what side it is. He's got to be telling the truth. Look at all the details he remembers.
And they took out parts of him and the blood started flowing.
Oh, that'll happen.
And they were chanting.
What were they chanting?
And there was women there, and they took off their clothes.
Oh, titties?
And then they took the blood, and they smeared it on their bodies.
Nasty.
And started to be sexual with each other.
Oh, no. You watched the porno, dude.
It was quite disturbing.
I bet it was. Who were these people? You should name them. You're not going to name them? Weird.
And so they gave me the cassette, and I took the cassette.
Why would they give you a kid a cassette? Why would cult members who are not trying to advertise their cult members give a child this cassette? Makes no fucking sense, Ricky Schroeder.
That's somebody I trusted. And we watched it. And they said, never watch that again and give it back to whoever.
So you took it to a fucking adult, gave them this cassette that other people gave you, a child, of a murder mixed with a bunch of sexual shit, and the adult said, hey, don't watch this again, and handed it back to you and didn't do anything? Really? That's your fucking story? I mean, clearly, if any of this is true, the adult was like, this is a stupid movie. Some R-rated movie one of your dipshit older 13-year-old friends gave you. Don't watch it. Take it back, Ricky Schroeder. The fuck you talking about?
Ever gave it to you. So I did that, but I was always confused about why they didn't ask where it came from.
Because it was a movie or some bullshit. it wasn't real, and they immediately recognized it wasn't real. You're just a stupid kid. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
And so I believe that I met some of the cult members when I was younger.
Who were they?
If in fact we have no accountability or justice, it could be because these people that are supposed to bring us justice and protect and defend the Constitution are corrupted by this cult.
Oh, definitely.
I have no fear of them. You know, I only fear Jesus. And so perhaps whoever's investigating these folks needs to go a layer below the top and come up from the mid-level.
Definitely.
Who are not cult members, or been blackmailed by the cult, possibly.
Possibly.
Because that's the only explanation I have.
It's the only explanation
for why we haven't had accountability and justice.
That's it. Or everything you believe could be total fucking bullshit. You're just brainwashed, a stupid cult member who doesn't have a clue what reality is, possibly.
For what they've done to America and continue to do to America, while we all just watch. So I share this with the hope that those mid-level people that are investigating in the FBI and the CIA
I thought you guys wanted to defund the FBI and the CIA.
will understand that their superiors perhaps will never give us justice because of the level of blackmail involved.
Definitely. 100% what's happening.
All right, that's off my chest.
Oh,
I
good.
feel better.
Yeah.
Now you all know.
We all know you're bullshit.
God bless America.
God bless
And
America,
God bless
Ricky.
those trying to defeat this cult. In Jesus' name, I give you this message. Amen.
Looking rough, Ricky. Looking real rough. I want to lay off the crack pipe and the meth, get some sleep. Switch to weed, dude. Anything. Anything is better than what you're doing. And then, what more on the Chud Watch? Like I said, short show tonight. What you gotta do? It's, open the fuck up. Oh yeah, Marjorie Trader Queen, folks, wants to ban porn. This is all they have to complain about, folks. Of all the things they could be using their platform to point out to try to fix in our country, they are worried about Pornhub because of Hunter Biden. All right, I'll bite. Let's have a listen.
Here's what I found out this week.
Okay.
There is a website, you may or may not have heard about it, called Pornhub.
I've heard a bunch about it.
It is a disgusting porn website.
It's not that
disgusting. As a matter of fact, it should be illegal.
It's pretty mild, but yeah, there's the freedom of speech, people. Love freedom all the time. Just make anything they don't like illegal. Super cool.
I don't even know why it exists.
Because people like to watch other people fucking.
But Hunter Biden used to have multiple accounts.
Yeah, that's just creepy. Why the fuck you need more than one Pornhub account? No matter sex, Hunter Biden. Get your shit together.
On this Pornhub pornography sex website.
Pornhub pornography sex website. Let me say the same thing multiple times so it sounds way more scary.
And these aren't accounts where he could go watch pornography.
I bet
These are accounts where he posted his sex videos.
Awesome.
Like the ones that are on the Hunter Biden laptop.
Hell yeah, making him sound cool.
This week, I found out, you want to know what?
What?
He still has an account on Pornhub.
Oh, no. So you went there and did some research yourself there, Marge? I hope the sock stayed on.
Where his videos are posted.
Cool.
It is still live and active.
Good.
This is the son of the President of the United States.
Amazing.
Hunter Biden is the most disgusting, vile, embarrassment, piece of trash. And that is what is a reflection on our country.
You mean projection?
And they attacked President Trump and his family?
Yes. Good reason. They are even bigger.
I don't care how people vote.
You do.
Republican, Democrat,
That's literally the only fucking thing you care about. What are you talking about?
Independent, non-political, whatever. That fact right there should be so offensive to every single American.
Don't give a fuck.
That we do something about it.
Fake outrage.
I am very serious when I say we have to impeach Joe Biden because he is corrupt.
Because Hunter Biden had a Pornhub account? I don't think that's how any of this works, Marge. Yep, let's impeach Hunter Biden because of Pornhub, sure. Sure, logic and reason and all that. And that is my should watch. All right, I got one more section coming up. I think. Oh, where I put it, maybe I did. All right, one more section, and then we're going to do the super chat. So get your super chats in. I only got one at Trash World coming up. So what we got to think about that, Duddy Sexy Pores? Bet she never voted before 2015. She probably still doesn't vote. Wouldn't be surprised. Yep. Marjorie Trailer Queen, my little nickname for her. I am also offended on everybody's behalf. We should all be outraged at the porn. Can't believe there's porn on the internet. Finally, a little bit of porn on the internet. Oh my God, why she loves Trump. I know, right? She's just jealous that Trump don't have no big, fat, sweaty man boob porn on the Pornhub. And all right, one Trash World, let's just do it. Get it all with. You guys see this one? ACAB, apparently, at this high school, it's the town for Footloose where dancing is illegal. They've got cops in there to harass the graduating kids that dare dance, but there's nothing cooler than getting harassed by the cop from dancing. So, watch these fucking heroes do their thing.
Bruh, they really got the cops at McKinley High graduation trying to stop them from dancing.
Gonna get loose.
It was like, if you dancing, you gotta go sit with your parents and go home.
Oh no.
Baby, these kids didn't graduate. Fuck all that.
I know, fuck y'all. Get it! Woo! Get it! They're like, nope. Glad you harass you. I told you can't dance around here, boy. What do you think this is, America? Oh, hell no. He did a cartwheel. Straight to jail. Be happy. You're not allowed to be that happy. Somebody get that motherfucker. Get him. Look at this guy. You're like, get him. Steroid boy. Get it. Woo. Hell yeah. Excited. He did it. Got the moves like Jagger. Both of you. Hell yeah. Oh. He's like, hell no, you stumped that. Okay, dance. Get back to your fucking seats. I'm gonna kick you out for dancing. No fun allowed. Got two cops over there because you danced, dude. Yeah, let's carry you out because you danced. Get the step in. Yeah, get it, boy, get it. Hell yeah. And this guy going, no, you gotta go. You gotta go. Get steroid. Good God, what the fuck? So cringe. Cops. Yeah, get up in their fucking ass. Ooh, you to put your goddamn hands on my kids for dancing. What the fuck, you sellout? Just what is wrong with this country? Cops, just thugs, a gang, meant to do the bidding of the elite. And ACAB, better see some ACABs from you, dust buddies. And all right, let's see if I can do one more. All right, let's do one more section. Let's do the Elon section, and then we'll move into the super chat. So get your super chats in, folks. It's a great way to support the show. But now, he shall be Elon. Come on, fade in. Holy shit, that's slow. What's going on, internet? That's not even a big picture. Work better. And first off, on to this week's He Shall Be Elon. Got a flea that bit me. Fucking fleas. Here's a Mr. Centrist. The only way Twitter will ever be trusted if we become politically neutral is all in on Ron DeSantis, apparently. Wants to be his shield, go to bat for him. He's like, the attacks against DeSantis are not landing. They are landing. You know they're landing when Elon Musk has to go public and say they're not landing. That's a sure sign. They're landing like fucking bombs everywhere. Way to stay neutral, Elon. And I love it when his own website counters his bullshit when it calls him out. So Elon lies. Worth considering. DeSantis set an all-time record for fundraising. Everybody says it was all a dumpster fire. It was a horror show, but he set an all-time record. Well, let's go to the community notes on Elon Musk's own website. And they're like, not so fast, Elon. This tweet is factually incorrect. Trump raised $25 million in 2019, removing large donors. It's still $14 million. Furthermore, half of Governor DeSantis' donations came via donor event that started in advance of the space. President Joe Biden raised $6.3 million time to set its online donation. So, oh, snap, you fucking liar. I want to fact check yourself for you make a fool of yourself publicly. And then spent the last couple of days doing what he does, spreading right-wing conspiracy theories. Even though Target has donated more money to conservatives than they have to Democrats, they still are trying to destroy it, which, fine, destroy it. Destroy Bud Light, who donated way more to conservatives than they did to Democrats. You guys are just slitting your own throat. You guys think you're owning the libs, but you're actually doing nothing but hurting your own side, which is a thing of beauty. But he posted, "Is this true? Question mark." Now, he's using his platform as the largest holder of Twitter subscribers in the world to push these conspiracy theories. Now, obviously, all he has to do is Google this to figure out for himself if this is actually true or not. But instead of doing that, he knows what he's doing. He could just do plausible deniability. I'm not saying this is true. I'm just asking questions, y'all. So he tweets this conspiracy theory. Target takes aim. The retail giant provides annual donations to Gleason, which calls for gender ideology to be integrated into classes, even math. Retail partners with organizations that encourage secret gender changes among children in schools. Yeah, that's super what Target is doing, isn't it? Aren't they funding secret gender changes among children in schools? Definitely real life. And so somebody calls them out. Oh, come on, this is Fox News. You question CNN, MSNBC, but not Fox News? Don't you think that's pretty hypocritical? And then he's like, maybe it's not true. Hence the question mark. Hey, don't expect me to look things up. But he knows what he's doing. He knows he's putting this out there because he knows the people that follow him would just believe it without looking it up, just like he didn't. He's trying to spread false information and give himself an out for doing so. Very transparent. What do you expect from the con man who was the richest man in the world? And yes, like I said, 50% of total donations headed in the political direction of Republicans from Target. Nothing from Elon about that, but be afraid they're transing your kids in school. Way to slit your own throat. And then, of course, it was Johnny on the spot to spread a fake account that claims to be a Louis C.K., one that is registered. It's not Louis C.K. Louis C.K. left Twitter years ago and has not come back. It's an absolute fake account. But Elon don't know that because Elon is even fooled by his fake blue check marks. Anybody can just pretend to be anybody for $8 now. Super cool. Completely ruined the entire point of having the blue check mark system. But fake Louis C.K. gives a long screed about why transness is not cool. No jokes on this one, so scroll on past if that's what you're looking for. Here's an honest take on the whole non-binary trans thing. I truly believe that most people have this exact same take, left or right. We don't. No one cares who or what you want to be. Everybody cares. That's the whole fucking point. You guys can pretend like it's just about the kids all you want to, but it's not just about the kids. This is why you're making laws specifically that apply to adults. Fucking liars. And so Elon is Johnny on the spot to respond to it, which has the effect of putting this fake tweet on the timeline of hundreds of thousands, if not millions of people it wouldn't have been on. It already got 600,000 views. That's how the whole game is played. So super cool. Spreading fake accounts there, Elon Musk. Why wouldn't you do that? And then more conspiracy theories. The Redhead Libertarian, which is just a far-right account that does nothing but spread lies and misinformation. Buckle up! We're going down this gay rabbit hole. The CEI Corporate Equality Index is a woke credit score that judges companies based on how many woke issues they're pushing. So basically, if you don't kowtow to this woke social credit score organization, they destroy your whole business. You can't even stay in business in America anymore unless you are given the go ahead. You are in the good graces of the CEI, to which Elon Musk says, accurate, totally accurate. But of course, it's not accurate, not true whatsoever. The Corporate Equality Index is a report published by the Human Rights Campaign Foundation as a tool to rate American businesses on their treatment of gay, lesbians, bisexual, and transgender employees, consumers, and investors. Its primary source of data are surveys, but researchers cross-check business policies and their implications for LGBT workers and public records independently. Nobody is crushed. Nobody has to do well on the score, and they've shown that it has very little effect on actual companies, whether they have a high score or not. So just lies, fear-mongering by Elon Musk to keep us fighting a culture war among ourselves so we don't fight the class war against him. And I can't believe it, folks. I know this can't be true. I mean, it is a real tweet, but it almost seems like Elon Musk has some self-reflection for once. But I'm sure he's probably not talking about himself, even though this tweet 100% is about him. Elon says incompetence in the limit is indistinguishable from sabotage, which has to be about him, right? He has to see that he paid $44 billion for a company that's worth about $10 billion now, lost 3/4 of its value because he's come in and literally done every single wrong thing you could possibly do. Even if you were trying to destroy 3/4 of the value in a company, it would be difficult to do. So it's almost like he was doing it on purpose. So is this just him admitting that he's just incompetent and it's impossible to distinguish his incompetence from sabotage? But no, of course not. I doubt he has this level of self-reflection. He's probably talking about somebody else and not seeing the irony that it's specifically describing himself. Not the brightest, Mr. Elon. And then, folks, I can't fucking believe it. Elon finally said something funny. The first humorous post I've ever seen by Elon. Jack, guy who created Twitter to begin with, post this vague nonsense, vague posting. America has a problem. What problem? Be more specific. What the fuck are you talking about? The Rorschach post where people can see whatever they want to in it. And Elon actually responded to something kind of funny. Elon says, too many social media companies, which, Jack is putting out Blue Sky, which supposedly is going to put Twitter out of business. So, sort of funny. A mildly humorous response. The world's least funny human being, Elon Musk. And doubling down, defending his censorship, folks. The censorship is way, way up under Elon Musk. Way worse than it was under the former Twitter owners. Got called out by Matthew Iglesias, who is also a right-wing chud, also a amazingly horrible person. Post this link. Under Elon Musk, Twitter has approved 83% of censorship requests, to which Iglesias says, I'm a free speech absolutist. And Elon Musk replies, you're such a numbskull. Please point out where we had an actual choice and we will reverse it. Yeah, we had no choice but to give in to these far-right governments and censor people because they told us to. What did you want us to do? Stand up for our principles? Have a moral compass? Fight back? Refuse to censor people? Because that's exactly what we claim that we're all about. 100% free speech absolutism. Of course we can't do that. We might lose a little bit of money. We have to bend, break to the will of every right-wing government. What do you guys want us to do? Not do that. Stand up to them. So if they ban Twitter, it's them who's censoring and not you, Mr. Free Speech Absolutist, obviously. I mean, holy God, it's just so stupid. They will still piss in our face and tell us Elon Musk is a free speech warrior when it's so obvious that's a lie. And all right, that is my Elon Musk coverage for this week. Hell yeah. Move right along. Quick. Folks, I got a Patreon. And tonight on Patreon, we're doing another episode of The After Party with Dusty Smith. Don't want to miss it. We have all kinds of exclusive contents for patrons. So it's whatever you can afford, $1 or $2 a month, 5, 10, 20, whatever you can donate, whatever you think it's worth. I'm not greedy, but the more clearly, the better. So help me out and join us tonight and on all the after parties. Great way to support the show. Patreon.com/podcast. There's a link in the description of this video, so click on the description and come join us tonight. I would definitely appreciate it. And now, Super Chats. Let's do the Super Chats. Coach Haynes, $50. Say thank you, Cole. Appreciate you. Didn't say nothing, but ain't got to. You're the hero tonight. Kind of light. Hopefully you guys will pick it up. Mujaka, preserve. I will. I'm going to preserve it all. Appreciate you. Asher Scott, do you have any recommendation for shows like The Strain? You low-key have great taste in TV. The Strain is more vampire stuff. There was one that I was thinking of. Let me see if I can remember what it is. Vampire show about people on island with priest. Let's see if it comes up with anything. Midnight Mass! Midnight Mass is an American Gothic supernatural horror streaming television miniseries created and directed by Mike Flanagan and starring Zach Gilfold, Kate Siegel. Saw that, was pretty good. It's sort of like that, what you're talking about. Came out in 2021. Underrated show, 7.7 score on IMDb. That's the closest I can come to thinking of anything like The Strain. Oh, check out that one. Okay. Dusty is $5 for coffee. Hell yeah, Keeper Lover. I appreciate you. Gonna buy me coffee in your honor. Me by Ron is a joke. Left is best. Hell yeah. Easy to make fun of, though. Jason Ashby gets 5 Cult of Dusty memberships. Thank you, Jason. I appreciate your generosity. Socialism for the win. You rock. Love you, bud. Rock the house. Elf Republicans. Or F Republicans. Hell yeah. And also Elf Republicans. All of it. Thank you, the Schwartz Awakens. Did you hear about the nun they dug up? I did not. I didn't hear none of it. Sorry. I'm so sorry. $4.99 for Parker Guire. Hey, since I only delivered Amazon packages today, I was able to come see you live, but I go in at 6 a.m. tomorrow. Hey, well, at least you're gainfully employed. Good for you, Parker Guire. How's the tattoo doing? UFO ate my baby. Fucking Elon Musk and his Starlink. And welcome to the Dust Buddies. Cucker Torson. Spam the chat with impunity. And Little Eye 3D, keep it up. Gonna do what I do. Appreciate you, Little Eye. All right. Plenty of time to get your super chats in. Only halfway through, so please, please, I'm begging you, don't make me beg. Help out the show so I can keep doing 3 shows a week. Super chats. And all right, time to do. And this week, starting us off on Woke Panic, folks, they still with the Target bullshit. I can't believe it. Republicans usually don't stay on stuff for this long. They have the brains of goldfishes. Usually they forget about it in a day or two, but they still all pissed off. This time, they had to kick a person out of Target for collecting a bunch of pro-pride products that I guess they want to remove from the store and throw in a basket. They completely lost their brain, folks. This woke mind virus that Elon Musk has helped infect all these conservatives with, and all the conservative influencers do nothing but fearmonger all day long, literally driving these dudes crazy. They can't think straight anymore. All they can think about is woke 24/7. Everything's woke, and it is their godly duty as heroes to fight back against it. Look how broke their brains are.
I damaged what? Could you escort me out of the store, guys? Come on, stay behind me. I need paparazzi. You like targeting kids with all your trans shit? Is that what you like doing?
Doesn't give a shit about kids. All performative.
You guys want to promote pedophilia for little kids?
You don't care anything about it. Why are you not the Catholic Church? Why are you not the Boy Scouts? Why are you not protesting a single actual child molester instead of this fake bullshit? It's because you're a pedophile enabler yourself. You are part of the problem.
Get out of my face, stupid girl. Don't walk up to me.
Crash.
You're promoting pedophilia. All of this shit, all of this crap, pride, All this crap. Yeah, take the American flag. You're a loser, bro. Do you like pedophilia? This is all gay stuff. They said 2 consenting adults. 2 consenting adults. How is this adults?
How is this pedophilia?
This is gay stuff for kids. They said that, yeah, man.
That's pedophilia?
Yeah. This is all gay, bro. Your kids can't be gay. Come on.
Kids can't be gay. Even though Blair White said she figured out she was trans at like 4, pretty sure you can be a gay kid. I met some growing up, but
you're a joke.
They're jokes for show.
Target is targeting your kids with pedophilia. Wake up.
Whoa. Yep, definitely. They are the ones embarrassing themselves. They are the ones who are losers. Just destroys our mind, folks. The woke mind virus. Eroding brain cells right before our eyes. And speaking of the woke mind virus, the Boycott Target song, which went viral, been spread by Marjorie Taylor Greene and all the chuds everywhere, was co-written and performed by recording artist Jenny Levy, who, not the brightest guy in the world. I know it's going to be shocking to you. But here he is on Spike Cohen's America's Jew talk show explaining why he believes in the flat earth theory. And he's not joking. You can tell he's not joking. You can tell he's 100% serious, folks. More examples of the woke mind virus destroying the brains of these people.
He's trolling. I'm not going to even ask this.
He's not
okay,
trolling.
I'll ask it. What do y'all think about the hollow earth theory? While I look for some real questions here, you guys can talk about that.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's more like, I know Jimmy thinks the Earth's flat, but I think that hollow Earth is more realistic than a flat Earth. So
agreed. Oh, stupid, but come to your face.
That's why I had Jimmy on, right? Because you were going to come and tell us about the flat Earth.
Revolutionary singer.
Hollow Earth is realistic.
Yeah, I think it's a firmament. I don't think it's flat. I think that the word flat is used like a trust the science type of vibe. You know what I mean?
What's a firmament?
A firmament? So in like the Hebrew, like the old Hebrew scriptures and in the beginning of the Bible, it literally says that God built a firmament with waters in between waters. So like it's like literally the earth in the middle of 2 waters.
It's an ocean above us.
And basically everything that we learned, like all the planets and how we had to build the solar system in school, that was all like little brainwashing propaganda, when in fact all those planets were just stars. The moon and the sun was the only thing that was like important, and then everything else was stars within the globe type of thing, the half earth half topped with, like, it kind of looks like a snow globe.
It's a snow globe.
And
all the stars are in the snow globe, folks, and there's water above the snow globe. It just makes sense. You've been brainwashed. You've been brainwashed.
Yeah, kind of like that. And like the reason they push off, the reason that's even a thing is because they want us to think that God is so far away.
Well, I mean, God could let us know he's not by just showing himself, anything, communicating with us. Pretty easy to debunk that lie if God actually wanted to.
Okay. And you're saying that the term flat Earth is like coined to make people feel like nut jobs, right?
Yes, just like trust the science, like, you know. And it's like
trust the science was not made to make people feel like nut jobs.
Okay, obviously I believe in science, but not science with the money sign at the front. And then
I believe in science, but not science.
Flat Earth would just be the way to like make it all look stupid, to not even look at it. Just like,
to stigmatize,
you know, reptilians, you know, the second you start talking about that, then they discredit everything you're saying.
That's true. We do.
But it's like, it's not what they show it on the front, on the face, but there's something to it still.
There is not. There's nothing to reptilians at all. You're just making this up, no matter what David Icke says. Holy God, they're so fucking stupid. But this is conservatism for you. This is what the most popular conservative politician in the world is retweeting. These are your people, conservatives. You are fucking laughing stocks. We're all laughing at you, and for good reason. And the terrorists attacking Target, folks, they're just admitting that they're terrorists. Here's a homosexual, self-hating gay Ethan Schmidt comparing himself to Osama bin Laden. Ethan Schmidt, who's been terrorizing the Target employees, going public saying he hunts gays and lesbians, that no one is safe, admitting he's trying to terrorize people. Says, I feel like Osama bin Laden when he was watching his work with the CIA unfold on TV after 9/11. Watching all the media outrage I have helped create against Target and the Pride agenda. Christ wins. Yeah, self-hating gay. Pretending that he is not himself flamingly homosexual, trying to cover for it and spread fake outrage and make money by it. Just giddily admitting, yep, I'm a terrorist. I'm trying to threaten people. I'm trying to scare people. And I love watching it because all they have is, I'm a giant piece of shit. The worse I act, the more I get rewarded. This is what conservatives literally sponsor. This is what they give their money to. This is who they make their heroes out of. Literal people who admit they are trying to be terrorists. Idolize Osama bin Laden. So, yep, garbage. That's what you are, conservatives. And nobody tell the chuds that Walmart also is into Pride Month. They're not going to have anywhere to shop. Their kids are going to starve. But yes, Walmart, directly into the Pride Week. What you guys going to buy? You can't order anything from Amazon. You can't go to the store. Just going to have to, I guess, grow all your own food. Or else, you're supporting the wokenistas. If you don't, yes, this went viral. Trending on Twitter. Pride Week at Walmart. LGBTQIA+ support small businesses. Yep, they gone woke. Oh no. Boycott Walmart. Time for another boycott. And yep, here they are. Why aren't you guys mad about this? Why are you only mad about Target? It's because you were told to be mad about Target? Because you're only mad about what the right-wing influencers tell you you're supposed to be upset about? It's because you're NPCs who follow orders? But apparently Kohl's is selling them too. Got to boycott Kohl's, according to gay man Benny Johnson, funded by billionaires. Kohl's is pushing LGBTQ pride for literal babies. Oh, no. But clearly this is just like, hey, if you got a gay uncle, support them. Yo, we all support you. Everybody in our family supports you. Love is love. No problem with this whatsoever, but boycott everything. Never leave the house, conservatives. That's what I vote. And no more football for you guys. NFL in rainbow colors. They gone woke. Oh, no. Hell yeah, you love to see it. Don't watch TV, folks. No shopping, no leaving the house, no watching TV. You just got to sit in the corner and read your Bible till you starve to death. Otherwise, you're supporting woke. Can't have that. I expect to see you guys not to be hypocrites and die of starvation en masse. And guess who else has gone woke, folks? Tesla! Not Tesla. Not you too, Elon. He's looking into it. But yeah, walking into Pride Month like at Tesla, we support a diverse, inclusive, and safe environment. That's DIE. Tesla, part of the problem. I expect to see every Elon Musk fanboy immediately get rid of your blue check mark, shit on him, call it, right? You guys aren't hypocrites, right? You are? You don't care? Okay, that's what I thought. They weren't told to hate Tesla, so they don't hate Tesla. That's how it all works. And even SpaceX pissing off the chud. SpaceX got pride. Yes, we have pride tees. Shop at Tesla. And Elmo Kaler from Texas. She's a former Republican business owner, bounty hunter, licensed Texas bombing, and fresh out of fucks. Gonna go broke, Elon. Never go woke, dude. And they like to lie, folks. They like to pretend, hey, just a few years back, 20 years ago, nobody had a problem with gay folks. It was all love and good in the hood. It's all gravy, baby. We all got along. We all supported gay rights. And then the gays and the trans just went crazy as fuck. It was all of them that pushed us to the right. Stephen L. Miller, 427,000 likes versus media podcast. Judd Ass says, Pride has been going on for like 20 years. It's been going on for over 50, but let's not get facts get in the way. It was fine. No one really objected or cared. Yeah. There's one thing I can remember about my entire life is how no one ever had a problem with pride before. Everybody's always been amazing to gays my whole life. Definitely, that's true. Sure, rainbows and shots and shit. Man, you guys went full, but why can't we do shit with an 8-year-old? Literally, no one is trying to do shit with an 8-year-old. And now everyone is like, wait, what? And here is where our media is, that you guys take your kids to Hooters. It's your guys take your kids to like NFL with the cheerleaders scantily dancing, half naked. Fucking high school cheerleaders shaking their ass. Take your kids to that, no fucking problem. Yet Pride, when you guys could just stay home, we're all outraged about that. Selective outrage. But yes, it was not like that 20 years ago, folks. George Bush literally called for a constitutional ban on gay marriage 20 years ago. That's how bad it was. So always romanticizing the past, pretending shit was different than it is in order to try to explain away their behavior now. But we ain't buying it. We lived back then. We know how it was. You can fool your own people, but you can't fool us. And speaking of the woke mind virus destroying people's minds, even the youth is not immune to the ravages of this disease. Here's Pilots for Trump explaining his view on transgenderism.
Yeah, I think there should be no transgenders. I'm pretty sure there's only 2 different genders that are born.
Right, no transgender folks. Hey, it's not genocide, but there should be no transgender people in the world. Shh. Super cool.
I'm pretty sure there's only 2 different genders that are born, and that gives 2 different types of sex.
But even with there being 2 genders, that can still fit under the transgender worldview because you're just switching from generally masculine features to feminine features.
Right.
A woman has female reproductive organs and a male has male reproductive organs, and that's about it.
Do you look at people's genitals when you're figuring out whether to call them sir or ma'am? Or do you generally look at a vague set of social characteristics?
You can, just by walking around, you can tell by the way their voice is. You can just what's about your morals, what's morally right in this world.
So you can look at people and know if they're transgender based off their morals?
A person knows if they're men or women, and that they know their morals and know if it's right. And
I totally agree.
To be honest is a big thing. We're all about honesty in this country.
That's right. You can just know by their morals. You can just tell morally if they're trans or not. Hey, we can always tell. Right? Can't they? No, they can't. And it has nothing to do with any of that. Oh, word salad. Your brains are Swiss cheese. Switch to another ideology stat before it's too late. And it's just about bigotry to gays, folks. It's getting worse than I've ever seen it. Now they're not even trying to hide it. Now, just if you're gay, if you have pride anyway, you're a demon. Here's Lauren Wentz, who used to be a Republican candidate. Price first. Pride month, pride month, pride month. Demon, hell yeah, man. Why you gotta make being gay look so cool? Like, I don't want to be gay. I'm not gay much, but holy shit, I kind of want to suck a dick now. Lord Wentz, don't make me want to suck dicks. Quit threatening me with a good time, and I agree with Carlos. I don't know a single queer person who doesn't find this deeply flattering. Yes, they're literally buying this on t-shirts. I just bought one. Stop making it look so cool, conservatives. And one more on the woke panic. And yep, I wonder this as well. If Ron DeSantis cares so much about grooming children, why is Florida the capital of child beauty pageants? It's because they don't care. They don't actually care about any of this, folks. You have all these little children dressed up like full-grown women. How is this not completely sexualized? Obviously it is. These moms pay $1,000 to enter this competition where the main prize wins like $500 just to get their kids in front of the eyes of mostly men, old perverts who are judging their little children based on beauty. Caked up in more makeup than Donald Trump wears. How is this not grooming? How is this not pedophilia? Why is nobody boycotting this? Because they don't actually give a shit. They are fake. The party of fucking fake. The conservative party. Empty people about nothing. And that is my woke panel for this week. What do you think about that, y'all? The demon thing, FYI, was a bait by a queer person. They bought it hook, line, and sinker. A great way to sell t-shirts. A faux show. Turn it back around on them. Hell, Satan, baby. I know, right? Makes me wish Satan actually existed. I'll break off a piece of that. Dusty's morally a woman. Hell yeah, I'm morally 3 women, if you want to be exact about it. I contain multitudes. They are still doing this? Yes, they are still doing this. Florida still involved in it very heavily. Absolutely. And all right, folks, I hadn't done this in a while. We got a couple Karens. Let's play the theme song. Sing along if you know the words.
It's clear you're just a mess. You should be caring less. It's obvious you're completely out of touch. 'Cause bitch, you're caring too much.
And first off, with this week's Karen, this Karen is angry as shit because this person's petitioning for pro-choice. And instead of just walking away, minding their own business, they have to be all uppity about it, upset. I dare you use your First Amendment free speech rights to do something I don't agree with. Watch the Karen and get all in a tizzy about it.
What?
Yeah. Are you recording me?
Yes,
now?
I am.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because you're that immature and you're lazy and all you do is stand here and go, oh my God, are you pro-choice?
Yeah.
What facts? Give me your facts.
What do you exactly, why are you still talking to me? Why are you still talking to me?
Well, because
I told you have a nice day.
Where's your facts?
Well, you don't like this petition, you can move on.
Science from it.
You don't have to sign it if you don't like it. That's okay.
Explain the science.
Explain the science. I gotta explain shit to you. Fuck off, bitch.
And ask us to sign that. Then you have the. Then you need to tell me why I should sign that. What's your science on that?
Because women should have autonomy over their own bodies. They should not be forced to be incubators for babies they don't want. And also, most late-term pregnancies are for the health of the mother. They shouldn't have to die because they got pregnant. And also, like, people who are victims of rape and incest should not be forced to carry their rapist babies. So many reasons. All of it, Karen.
Huh?
What's your base? What's your facts?
My facts for a pro-choice petition?
What's your facts on that?
I believe every woman has a right to her own body. Why are you yelling at me?
You have no right to sit here and come up to people and say something, especially you're a man.
Yeah, you have no rights, man. You should have shut your fucking mouth. This is America. What gives you the right to say whatever you want to people? Shh.
It's a petition. You don't have to sign it. You have a good day, okay?
Disgusting. You don't know what it's like. I've lost 3 children trying to have babies.
That's okay.
Shut up.
Okay. I didn't say anything. I didn't say anything.
Fuck you.
Fuck you too. Have a good day.
Yeah, fuck you. You have no right for human life.
You have a good day.
America. People like you and the rest of us. Fuck you. You probably voted for Biden.
That's okay.
You probably voted for Biden. And of course, about to happen, folks. I know you're not going to be shocked, but their brains are totally broken by the woke mind virus. The only thing they can think of is trans issues. That's it. Literally, they've been brainwashed so heavily that no matter what subject you're on, they have to bring it back to transness. They are so programmed to move to that topic regardless of what the issue is. So wait for it.
It's okay. You have a good day.
You are giving your money away.
You're so funny. Oh my goodness. You're hilarious. Oh my goodness. You have a good day.
Yeah, and you're like so cool standing there with your Ohio State and
yeah.
Like, oh my God.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna get a job that's just handed to me and like, oh my God, I cannot believe it.
Oh my goodness. Have a good day.
You have a great
Toodles. Oh my gosh, you're so mature. Have a good day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do some research before you stand here.
Oh, I have. My mother's a Nikki, but you have a good day, all right? Yeah, she is. Yeah, and she's pro-choice. Would you believe that?
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Is that she's pro-choice?
She's very pro-choice. Yeah, she
really?
is.
Does she know the science behind it?
She's a fucking nurse. Yes, she knows the science.
If you know the science behind it, you want to go there? Let's talk about trans.
Let's talk about trans. Yeah, that's not doing what we're talking about whatsoever, but I literally can think of nothing else. So I had to bring the subject back around to trans, of course. God damn it. Swiss cheese brains, these people.
Talk about science?
Talk about what?
You want to talk about transgender?
What about it? That's nothing to do with this. That's nothing to do with
That's
this.
science.
It's the same thing, science.
The same thing
Science.
as abortion.
This
Definitely.
is two completely different conversations we're having. What do you want to talk about? Do you want to talk about pro-choice? First of all, let's lower the volume down just a little bit.
Biology and science.
If you not want to have a conversation? That's fine. Have a good day.
I don't have conversation with somebody that's ignorant and has no clue on what they're talking about.
That's okay. I don't have conversations with immature people anyways. You have a good day, all right? Oh, well, you're the one yelling at me first, so you know what? That really shows who you are. Oh, really? I'm sorry. I'm sorry that pisses you off. I'm 24. You're fucking 83. You can shut up. You shut up. You.
Yeah, she's definitely not hateful, is she, in any way? Just a ball of joy, love, and sunshine.
You can have a nice day, okay? Goodbye. Goodbye. Have a nice day. Have a nice day. You too. Have a good day, bitch.
Have a good day, bitch. Yep, that's what I'd say too. He's the asshole. You're the one walking up and yelling at him and trans. That's all I can think of, trans. My brain broke, y'all. And then, here's what racists do. When a black person hurts them or they feel aggrieved, they want to hurt the black person back like they feel like they've been hurt. So the only thing their tiny little warped minds can think of to do is yell the N-word. If I yell the N-word at you, that's going to hurt you. That's going to get you like you got me. Case in point, another Karen biatch doing what they do.
The state lawsuit.
Man, actually, I don't think this woman actually said the N-word. I think she just declared that white people rule the world, which is not better.
State lawsuit.
Man, where? He's leaving. He doesn't live here.
He can't leave until I move, and I'm not ready to move.
I wasn't here, but for 30 seconds. I walked in to pick up my daughter. Call who you're calling.
You're not supposed to stand or park in somebody's driveway.
So I guess this person pulled into her driveway very briefly to get their daughter and then immediately got in the car trying to leave. So she pulls in behind them and blocks them in and won't let them out so she can yell at them.
Ma'am, it's in front of a building. I did not know. My car was running. My car was running the entire time.
No, but I leased that.
Okay, that's fine. We didn't know that.
What apartment do you live in?
Don't worry about it. I did not know. I did not know. I didn't park in a handicap.
You don't know.
My car was running the whole time. I was here for less than 2 minutes.
So I can go to your house
I
and park
walked
in your
in.
driveway?
Ma'am, I already apologized. I already apologized.
He's being nice.
And when you're saying don't ma'am you, I'm trying to be respectful. I'm not doing anything else. I'm trying to back out. I picked up my daughter. I was here for 2 minutes.
Okay, I've been parked for 5.
Literally, he's trying to be so nice and de-escalate so much, and she just won't fucking have it. Because she's a complete goddamn cunt who has nothing better to do with her life than be angry about everything. Oh my God, a black man parked in my space briefly. End of the world.
So you have
Ma'am, you have not been parked for 5. You have not. He just got here to pick up his daughter from my house.
A couple minutes, right?
A couple minutes is 2, which is what I said I was parked here for. That's not 5. Ma'am, I'm trying to leave.
Well, I'm trying to get home.
So get home then.
Well, I
here.
can't because you're in my way.
You're in my way. I want to back up. You being a
This is my
Karen.
property.
This whole complex is not your property. I'm not trespassing.
I leased this garage.
Okay, and that's fine. And I'm trying to move.
You're
being a Karen.
Do you not understand?
Oh, bitch!
All right, for 2 minutes, you can't pick up his daughter?
No, that's not a parking spot.
Okay. Can you move? And you're not in a parking spot. You're actually partially out in the fire lane. So let's film that. How about?
So basically, they got her now. They're going to show that she's full of shit, that she's also parked illegally. So her protesting so hard about, you can't park illegally, you're completely wrong by being parked illegally, is shut down by the fact that she's also parking illegally and doesn't care. So they've got her, they've hurt her. So the only thing she can think of is, well, I'll just be racist. They've hurt me, so let me hurt them with racism.
But we do that. No, you're entitled.
That's right, because I'm white. We rule.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That's you. That's you.
Yep.
That's you, right?
We're white and we rule. Another example of the master race. Look at those genetics. What a perfect specimen. God damn it, I'm renouncing my whiteness once again. And I just took a DNA test and found out I'm 100% white, so I'm fucked. God damn it. Ancestry fucked me over. And all right, that is my Karen section. What we think about that? Get your super chats in, folks. Help out the show. Appreciate it. Wow, caught it. Yep. Oof, cringe, all of it. Karens do what Karens do. Kidnapping, I know, right? False imprisonment. Move, bitch. Get out the way. Get out the way, bitch. Get out the way. And move along, folks. Where my party people are? What? Holy shit. Motherfuckers. Oh, bullshit. It is time. What time is it? Time for religious bullshit. And as usual, not a drag queen, Christian church director of children ministry is arrested and charged for child porn and child molestation. A caregiver in Oklahoma has been arrested after police received a report of a child under the age of 12 being molested around Christmas time. Christopher Forcade, 45, was arrested this Thursday after a months-long investigation that identified additional victims. So, yep. Christian church director, as it always is, keep taking your kids to these people, folks. But it's the drag queens, right? Drag queen story hour. That's really the biggest issue facing our children? No, it's not. You guys don't care. And not even a little bit. You are so fucking fake. I'm going to call it out forever and ever and ever. Yep, evangelical leader accused of sexual abuse. Of course he was. Look at this guy. That completely fucking tracks. On Saturday, Soul Survivor Watford released new statement saying it had suspended Pilavachi, its associate pastor, with immediate effect. The vicar and charismatic speaker has been accused of running a cult in which young men received full body massages on his bed and were pressured to engage in extended wrestling matches. Yeah, that sounds right. No problem believing that whatsoever. Hey, wrestle for me. Let me give you boys some massages. It's normal. It's godly. Cringe and gross. Where you at, Q? Anybody please boycott this? Anybody? Nope. Zero. As always. And, rampant child sex abuse is occurring in churches, not at drag shows. I think whoever wrote this must be watching my show. The Illinois Attorney General released a report Tuesday finding that almost 2,000 children suffered sexual abuse by 451 Catholic clergy between 1950 and 2019. This is in Illinois alone. They raping your kids everywhere, folks. Not transgender people. It's not the gays. Maybe gay clergy members. Although a lot of them are not gay. A lot of them are straight. And of course, folks, I told you what's going to happen. QAnon shaman got out of prison and immediately is made a hero by his church. They had him as their headlining guest speaker at his home church. Gave him the hero's welcome, standing ovation, standing room only at the church. And I know what you're thinking. He went there out of the goodness of his own heart to spread positivity and nonviolence and wasn't grifting. I'm just kidding, of course. He was selling t-shirts for $50 and one-on-one consultation sessions for $500. You know, to teach you how to get your life on track. Because if there's one person you should be listening to for advice, it's the guy who just got out of federal prison. Don't you want to pay $500 to get this amazing advice? How are you going to know how to live unless QAnon shaman gives you advice? So, better snap that shit up while it's still available, Christians. And also selling hoodies for $66. So, yep. Doing the Trumpian thing, got out of prison and immediately grifted his ass off because that is what they do. Let's look at this article. Fucking douchebag. Yep. Looking like an R&B singer from the 90s. Can you fall any further, Christians? And yet Roger Pickerel leads chance of USA before Jake Angeli speaks during his welcome home rally at Reform Living Bible Church. Yeah, USA, USA, say the patriots who literally try to overthrow the government. The traitors who live among us thinking that they're somehow patriots. And yep, look at these fucking embarrassments. Good God, y'all. Look at these fucking dorks. Oh my God, I'm dressed up like a Tea Party member. I'm so patriotic, but nope, you are traitor trash. You guys are just lucky we don't treat traitors like you say we should. Be bad, it would be bad for you. And that is my quick and dead at religious bullshit. So DSPs, $50, $500 to work it. Yep, whatever you can get. Wonder what $500 buys you. Oh no, he's been in prison a while. Wouldn't surprise me. Shaman guy is seriously mentally defective. Hey, but he's right back on the grip, so he's not that mentally defective. He knows how to make that money. ABG, always be grifting. It's sad how they make these people heroes, though. They'll probably start a GoFundMe for him and give him $1 million. Because, of course, dude called himself a shaman. I know you think they wouldn't like that. That's the new age. Evil. But nope, if you're a traitor, love. And all right, next up. What the fuck? And first off, on tonight's What the Fuck, what is up with you, Jink? I don't understand what demographic Jink is going for these days. Jink's like, people are outraged that DeSantis is saying he might pardon Trump if he wins. But if Biden wins, are you sure he wouldn't pardon Trump? I mean, he said he wouldn't. They asked him today and he laughed and he walked away. Has given no indication he'd pardon Trump and specifically says he won't. But yeah, let's make people less likely to vote for Biden instead of DeSantis there, Jink. That's a great idea. Not even close to the election yet, but let's just throw fucking gasoline and set our own candidate on fire for no fucking reason. Seems smart and prudent, Jink. Once again, anybody looking for an alternative to the Young Turks, please join me 3 times a week on the world's greatest show. I'm way more entertaining than these motherfuckers anyway. They're slow and boring, low energy, Jink. And then, oh, what the fuck? You guys see this one? Apparently some climate activists stormed the stage on a Swedish TV production. Looks like some kind of dance competition. And the cameraman wasn't having it. This kind of even surprised me a little bit. So, they're dancing out there. The climate activist runs out there. And he's like, save the earth, green. And then they're like, somebody stop him. Somebody stop. Boom. What the fuck? Yeah. Out of nowhere, cameraman with the assist. Let's look at that again. Throwing your green dust. Doing the whole great Muda. And then, out of nowhere, boom goes the dynamite. Yeah, that's a deadly weapon. Guess you do what you have to. Nice football tackle with the camera there. That's some thinking on your feet. And then last up on the What the Fuck, you guys see this one. Apparently they were having some kind of beauty pageant over in, I don't know, foreign land. I don't know what country this is. I want to say Venezuela. I don't speak foreign. And then between these two ladies, who gonna win? And then, like, boom, this lady wins. Who's gonna win? It's gonna be this lady. And then her husband doesn't like it. So her husband runs out on stage and destroys the crown. And apparently she's dating somebody that's like 110 pounds. So they're gonna give this woman, her husband runs out there and he's like, oh, hell no, you didn't. My wife's supposed to win. Let me break this shit. And clearly, oh my God, this is a beard? I don't know. That woman is way bigger than you. Anyway, embarrassing behavior there. Like, come on, you won. Is this like a trans pageant? I don't know. I don't know the details about this. His wife is way bigger than he is, so not 100% sure what the deal is, though. Someone would explain that to me. And all right, that is about What the Fuck. Would I destroy the Mona Lisa to save the earth? Yes, of course. Mona Lisa ugly as shit. Fuck that painting. Her son, I think it said it was her husband. I think that's what the headline said. I don't know. don't speak the language, barely speak English. Participation tiara needed. Yep. Need a little participation trophy. People be odd. Yes. People are strange. Sore loser. Gonna have his wife banned forever and ever and ever. Forever. And all right, more super chats, please. Let's move on to some heroes. We could be heroes just for one day. Yeah, we could. And today is that day. Let's do it on the heroes. And first off, on the heroes list, Jeff Bridges, one of my favorite actors of all time. Love me some Jeff Bridges. The dude abides. Went viral this week for a very solid joke that nobody seemed to notice. So he's on this like actor studio table with Pedro Pascal, another one of my heroes. And they're talking about video games, and Pedro Pascal is talking about playing the game The Last of Us, which is also the show he stars in. And Jeff Bridges tells a really funny joke that no one seems to have heard. His timing is impeccable. What a singer. But we noticed a hero among us. Let's have a look.
So you played it after you filmed it, or
I tried to play it. I can't play it.
okay?
What game is it?
It's called The Last of Us.
Is
and
it
they
out now?
adapted it into
a few years ago, yeah.
Because I got sucked into a video.
Which
game,
one?
You know, Tron.
Tron, of course.
Man,
One of the original video game adaptations.
Right, man.
Like, I got sucked into a video game. Which one? Tron! That's a great joke. Nobody laughed. Come on, table. You're amongst genius. Better recognize. So disappointed in you, but love me some Jeff Bridges. And last up on the heroes list, big shout out to Gavin Newsom. Man, we need more left-wing politicians like Gavin Newsom, who's not afraid to get out there publicly and say things like this. I do not know why the left is not calling out the right better. It's so easy to do. We have the moral high ground. Take the playbook from Gavin, y'all. This is how you handle this shit.
Freedom, democracy, patriotism, it's all at stake. Liberties, values, things that why I'm in politics. Everything I care about is on the line. I mean, going after the LGBTQ community, Ron DeSantis, forgive me for overindulging with Ron DeSantis. His entire career has been made by exploiting vulnerable communities. I mean, how can you sit back and watch that being celebrated in this country? I can't, honestly. I got into this because I don't like bullies. I don't like people talking down to people, dismissing people. And so I have to express myself and I think every governor, everybody has a responsibility, and whatever our role in life is, to call that stuff out. And so I've been doing that a little bit more expressively.
Hell yeah, call them out. I don't know how you guys are so passive when it's so easy to combat the right-wing talking points. You have the moral high ground. Use it, please. And thank you. And all right, folks, I think that's all the content I'm going to do. I'm going to do the rest of this stuff on the after party starting right now. Patrons only, and also you Dust Buddies who are lucky enough to have Dust Buddy memberships. Be sure to join me immediately. Link in the description of this video. Gonna have a good after party tonight. Let's finish up with the super chats. Kind of light tonight. Please hit the like button before you go. I would appreciate it. Thank you in advance. Thanks for the show, Dusty. Ron DeSantis sucks oranges. Yes. Yes, Ron DeSantis, not the best. But that's conservatism for you. Monday show, hell yeah. What's up, Maximus? Good to see you tonight. Corey Schaefer, $9.99. I hope you've seen an increase with the 3 shows per week. Well, the money's down, but the ratings are about the same. So we'll see what happens. Like, I make less money doing 3 shows, and I'll have to go back to 2, but hopefully it'll be all right. We're not going to worry about that yet. I hope you've seen a increase. I share your show with friends a lot. Your show should definitely be bigger. Yeah, this should be the biggest left-wing show in the world. The fact that it's not is ridiculous, but what you got to do? That's life for you. Can't cry about the small shit. Thanks for doing what you do. Hey, thank you, Corey, for supporting the show. It means a lot. Omega Weapon, thanks for all you do, Dusty. Wish I could give more. Hey, it all adds up. I really appreciate you, Omega. Resist and refute the Christo-fascist creationists and conservatives. I'm going to until the day I die, which is never. Nightfall Shadow, get Armalite Inc. to have trans or LGBT pride advertisements or smokes. They'd never do that, though. would be a fast way to get rid of AR-15s. They would still worship the gun, even if trans people. That's the one thing they would never give up, I don't think. That is their religion. People love it. Dusty, maybe the conservatives hate homosexuality so much because of how Obama endorsed gay people to serve in the military. And Obama is also black, so they feel even more justified in doing. I mean, I'm sure a small part of it is that, but they don't have anything else. They have to have something to fearmonger over, and gays and blacks have always been their go-to. So they're just doubling down on the same old playbook. Get that at Target, get him fired from his job. All right, I'm on it. You know me, and $20 on Big Black Corvette, Big Black Corvette. Awesome. Do not let your kids go to the military. Hell no. I don't think kids are going to the military very much anymore. Thank goodness. I spent 22 years serving and getting exposed to all kinds of stuff the government has denied. Now I'm paying the price. They don't give a damn about you. Nope, you're meat for the meat grinder. They would chew you up and spit you out. Best believe it. And hell yeah, Yarb, get the 10 Cult of Dusty membership. It's amazing, Yarb. Thank you for your socialism. You rock. And Jason asked me also 5 Cult of Dusties. More amazingness from Jason and Yarb. You two are the bee's knees. You're the shit. And all right, folks, please hit the like button before you go. Please hit the share button before you go. All of the things. Share the video with your friends, family, co-workers. I'll tell you what's I forgot to show. I want to show one thing before I go. Well, yeah, I'm going to show it before I go. Why not? I got a shout out on the Leftist Mafia.
Power to not talk more about it. But
Thanks to EO Man's Code Hero. This is a great way to support the show. When you're out there watching other people's podcast, give them $1 or $2 and shout the show. Ask them a question about it. Just like this.
Okay.
Thank you for the super sticker. One bowl 390. Catherine, this is for you, Bender.
Oh, Catherine with the super chat.
Did I go too far? Is
I
that
feel
it?
like
Where is it at? I'm so close around here.
Catherine, this is for you. Be portrayed by men.
There was 1 million people at my cover. That's what
Oh my
Trump
God,
does.
I didn't fucking do it right.
The things that you
God
say.
damn it. Oh, here we go. Yeah, Dusty Smith. Oh, yeah. EO Man's Code. Give me a shout out.
Ethan guy going on gay dating apps to.
All right, hurry up. Talk about Dusty.
Yeah.
Yeah, we discussed that.
I'll be bringing that up next video about him.
Man's Coat says, would you guys have Dusty Smith on your show? I don't know who that is.
What? You don't know who I am? What the fuck? I am the OG lefty YouTuber. How you don't know? Anyway, I bet Lance knows who I am.
Oh, I love Dusty Smith.
Dusty is like an ex-right-wing Republican guy who did a big pivot to the left and now basically has a channel that tanked aggressively because he was just like, I don't agree with any of your views anymore. I don't like the things that you say. I don't want to do this anymore. So like,
I will say I thought it was gonna be I thought it was gonna be a joke because Dusty Smith does sound like a sexual innuendo.
It is a sexual innuendo. Dusty Smith means having sex with a powdered donut on your penis and then eating it afterwards. Look that up. It's a true thing, but no, that's not me. Why don't you know who I am? Better check yourself.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like a real person.
I'm Dusty Smith. No.
Yeah, Dusty Smith is like a huge trans activist now. He's really good guy.
Oh, good then. I retract my horrible comment.
Nope, I'm not dealing with no more controversial backstories. You started off with huge right wing. Keep that. Sorry, nope. I'm not
We're gonna be very hypersensitive, folks. About
Okay, that was a stupid take. Yeah, hey, I don't give a shit how much trans activism you've done. I don't care how much of amends you've made. If you ever even leaned right even a little bit, you gotta stay there. Yeah, oh, fuck that. That's stupid. What kind of message is that sending to other right-wingers? That they should just stay assholes forever, never make any attempt to change or do right? That's completely fucking ridiculous. I mean, I guess she's joking, but that's a stupid fucking take, obviously. And that's a very harmful take. I would have just stayed the same way that I was and spread hatred and divisiveness instead of making amends and helping people, the world would be a lot worse place than it is now. We have to encourage redemption, not just cast anybody aside and say they can't be redeemed because of some past mistakes. Fuck that. But I forgive her because she doesn't know who I am yet, but might want to buy a clue. And all right, folks, do that. Great way to support the show. Go on other shows and ask them about me for $1 or $2. Hell yeah. And all right, moving along, folks. Switch over now To the after party starring Dusty Smith. Going to do all of the Slow News Week. Lizzie Bennett, I recommended you to the Humanist Report on Leftist Mafia episode 4. Where's my shout out? Well, send me a timestamp. Somebody send me a timestamp to that one. That's not the only reason I saw that. So if you send me a timestamp, I will also play your shout out, Lizzie. Thank you, hero, for doing that. Patty, $5. I've been sharing your show. You're amazing, Patty. My second biggest fan. We admire you. I admire you, Chris and Patty. So Chris, I said, what up, Patty? And boom goes the dynamite. Literally, the boom camera was the dynamite. Hell yeah. All right, folks. I love the shit out of you guys. Thank you for joining me tonight. I'll be back on Wednesday. It's the day after tomorrow. Blessing you guys with 3 shows a week. So reward me for it. Super thanks is a way you can send super chats. If you're not watching it live, there's a super thanks button. That's a way, that's like super chats. And I go back through and I will leave you a comment if you super thanks me and say thank you. So that's a great way to support the show. PayPal, link in the description of the video, Patreon, all the things. Do it to it. See you guys on Wednesday. I love the shit out of you. The rest of you switch over now because it's time for even more of the greatest show of the history of mankind, the Dusty Smith Show. See you guys in the after party and the rest of you Wednesday. Love you. Logic. Fuck yes. Good night, y'all. Bristol Somebody Smith called The Answer coming at you. You're a good guy. What did boss say about me? Come to the after party and tell me. I don't have the song up yet. I need to put it on the SoundCloud. The song's not really finished yet. Needs a better ending. The ending kind of blows. I just kind of dropped it back off. Back to where we started. Little intro bass. Then cut off the drums, then the bass. All right, switch over now, everybody. Love you guys. Good night.